It's a good afternoon from me, from wherever you're watching at, and whatever the time zone is over there. And I'm really excited to come to you once again with this second video. The reason I've uploaded this video is due to the fact that I was watching a discussion on NTV the other day between Jalango, who's running for the parliamentary seat for Langata, and Roy Smith Mwatia aka Rafton, one of the gospel musicians who's running for the Nairobi senatorial seat. And they were engaging each other as to why each felt that their ideas are the best, or why they should be elected into their relevant or various positions. And during the debate, it emerged that none of them came out quite clearly as to why they felt that they could make a change, they could make a positive impact once elected, or the failings of the current regime. And I do remember when we were growing up back in the day. Not that I'm that too old. I do remember back in the day we used to be told vijana ndio viongozi wa kesho, and it seems that the kesho never came. But I do sincerely believe that the once prophesied kesho came in 2013, because in 2013, that's when we started seeing youthful parliamentarians or the youth being elected into various positions. And as we are heading towards the August 2022 election, we do have a massive number, quite a huge number of youths, artists, musicians, coming from all sorts of backgrounds, seeking elective positions. And having seen that debate a few days ago, I thought of doing this video so that we can go through some of the youthful MPs or the youthful senators that were elected either in 2013 or in 2017, just to see, or just to discuss and see what have they achieved. Have they really delivered? Because we do know very well that the youths, there was a big outcry from the youths saying that the old guard, the old politicians had run out of ideas. Their ideas were analog. They didn't move with the times. In fact, you remember that song, or rather that phrase, tumetoka analog, tuko digital. But as the digital really, have we arrived at the digital age? You'll tell me why. Why you believe we've arrived or we've not arrived in the comment section. Let's start with John Kiarie, KJ. KJ was a member of that ridiculous group. It was a comedy or a comical group that used to do skits on the national television. He started when he was in uni. KJ is the member of parliament of Dagoretti South, and since KJ got elected to that seat, he appears to have disappeared into thin air. We hardly see KJ. I've seen him around following the Tanga group. So for the people who live in Dagoretti, do they feel that KJ has really delivered? Have they seen any positive impact from his stint as a member of parliament? Moving on, the other one is Charles Njagua. Charles Njagua aka Jaguar, who was a secular, or he still is a secular musician. In fact, I did see him a few weeks ago performing in Nakuru, doing a show in Nakuru. Jaguar was elected as a first-time MP of Starehe constituency, and we never heard of him since then. The only time he came into the limelight was I think it was sometime last year or a couple of years ago, when he made some comments against Tanzanians, which didn't go down well with both the Tanzanians and the Kenyans. And he actually had to be arrested. So for those who come from Starehe, do you think that Jaguar has delivered? What are some of the projects that you believe Jaguar has delivered that you can share with us? Another youthful MP was Babu Owino, Paul Ongili. Babu Owino is the MP for Embakasi constituency. And Babu Owino was elected straight from university, where he used to be the chairman of the SONU, Students Organization Union of Nairobi University. And despite being on the news so many times, or being in the limelight, his being in the limelight has not been attached to a development record, but it's been through political rallies where we've seen Babu Owino abuse President Uhuru Kenyatta prior to the handshake. We've seen Babu Owino abuse the other political opponents, and is well known for the DJ Evolve infamy. We all know DJ Evolve and the incident that took place in that nightclub when Babu Owino whipped out a pistol and shot him straight in the face. And apparently, I think the case has now been settled out of court. I do believe he's done a few projects. He's done a few projects in Embakasi constituency, but we want to hear from the constituents whether he's managed to deliver or not. Another youthful MP is Ndindi Nyoro, the MP for Kiaro constituency. Ndindi Nyoro is well known for being a proud member of the Tangatanga group, and is well known for his bile or his extreme hatred for the opposition, and especially Raila Odinga. In fact, Ndindi Nyoro did suggest some time back that they wanted Uhuru Kenyatta to be a benevolent dictator. He did an opinion piece in the Daily Nation stating that democracy had failed in Kenya, and the alternative was a benevolent dictatorship. You can imagine that coming from a youthful MP. It's quite absurd. Another member of parliament, a youthful member of, in fact, this was the youngest youthful member of parliament, John Paul Mwirigi, Igembe South. This guy campaigned on his bare feet. Literally, he didn't have a car, he didn't have a motorbike. He literally traversed the entire constituency, door by door, canvassing for votes, and he managed to win the seat. He managed to take the Igembe South seat. As a matter of fact, when the guy came into parliament, he had to take a bus from Igembe South to parliament to take the oath, and even after taking the oath, he had to catch a bus to State House. To meet with the president, with the other MPs, newly elected MPs, and even Kenyatta himself got him a car. I think it was a 4-wheel drive car. And the last time I read about Paul Mwirigi was during an incident in Igembe South, where apparently he had assaulted a university student who was lobbying the local residents in regards to the poor state of the roads. The group felt that he had really let them down as an MP, and the MP assaulted the guy and actually caused the guy to be arrested. I think they had a sort of an out-of-court settlement. Another interesting chap, Oscar Sudi, MP, Kapsaret constituency. We all know that Oscar Sudi's background is quite an interesting one. He came from being a charcoal seller, or rather a makanga, a matatu makanga, to being one of the extremely wealthy members of parliament. And in fact, according to Muzalendo Trust, which normally analyzes the parliamentary Hansard report, he's never spoken in parliament, despite being so outspoken. The guy is so outspoken in funerals, he's so outspoken in public events in the Rift, and we all know the abuses that is been hurling towards Uhuru Kenyatta, Raila Odinga, and Fred Matiang'i and Kibicho. So it's quite a disappointment for the people of Kapsaret. Mohamed Ali, E of the Jichopevu program, which was a sort of an investigative piece which looked into corruption, both in government and the private sector. People really had their hopes on Jichopevu, Mohamed Ali. They knew that once he joins parliament, he will be able to blow the MP's cover. He will be able to get into the bottom of some of these corruption scandals. But what happened? In fact, he ran on an independent ticket and managed to floor his opponent and grabbed the Nyali seat. But Jichopevu, apparently, Jichopevu appears to have turned into Jichopovu. See no evil, hear no evil. And all we know him for right now is going around the country, gallivanting across the country with the Tangatanga Brigade. Another youthful politician that I cannot fail to mention is Stephen Kipyegon's son. And this is the current governor of Nandi County. This guy got elected, or rather won the gubernatorial seat at the tender age of 34. In fact, he was the youngest senator to be elected at the age of, I believe it was 28 years old. And like the rest, he's an active member of Tanga Tanga. And the last time I saw the guy on news, he was uprooting some tea bushes or something to do with a multinational foreign-owned farm, tea plantation. So it's quite a disappointment that the current crop of youthful MPs do not appear to have delivered on their promises. You're free to tell us in the comment section if you believe that they've actually delivered on the given mandate they were given, and not forgetting Mike Mbuvi Sonko, the former Nairobi governor. Nairobi is a cosmopolitan city. It's a capital city of Kenya, and it's a world-recognized city. How did we end up with someone like Mike Mbuvi Sonko, a guy who punches walls, a guy who leaks private conversations in breach of data privacy policy, a guy who leaks sensitive video footages of his escapades with women, some of whom are politicians? I'm glad that Nairobi finally managed to get Mohamed Badi, the NMS, and things appear to be moving forward. So I just want us to go through this list of MPs, youthful MPs, and any other youthful MP you might have in mind. And you can drop a comment in the comment section telling us whether you believe that the old guard have actually run out of ideas, or is it that the youth, despite being given the mandate to lead their various constituencies, whether their ideas are corrupted, or whether we are better off with the old guard. Because we remember people like John Mishuki, the guy who claimed Nairobi River was sewage flowing through the city. And George Michuki promised that in a few months' time, people will be able to see living animals, fish and creatures in the river. And that's exactly what he did with Nairobi River. He managed to rein in the rogue matatu sector when they never used to have seatbelts, when they never used to wear uniform, when the touts were very filthy and very, very abusive and arrogant. He managed to rein in on them. And the overspeeding, vehicles was fitted with speed governors. So I want us to just have an honest debate. Whether are we better off with these youthful MPs, senators, governors, whatever elected, even MCS, whatever position they go for, or should we stick with the tried and the tested old guard? Thank you very much for your time this afternoon. I do appreciate your support on this channel, and thank you for taking your time to view this video. And please kindly click the subscribe button so that we can grow together. Thank you and have a good day. Bye-bye.